welcome to Memoirs of a Pale Girl, the chocolate chip Bundt cake edition. So, to preface this, just to let you all know, I've been basically eating my weight in sugar for the past 2 weeks, okay? Last week, I made not one, but 2 batches of bread pudding, and that's not it. Like, the thing about the bread pudding is, I came home from work, like, tired, having put in like a whole day's work. I came home and cooked after all that when I didn't have to, but I wanted it that bad that I came home, mixed the ingredients together, put it in the oven, waited for it to get done, and ate it. 2 batches of it gone. Okay, Friday for dinner, not for dessert after dinner, for dinner, I ate cake and ice cream. Like, what kind of diabetic mess is that, alright? Like, that was my dinner. That was my end of the day meal. Cake and ice cream. And most of that was attributed to hormonal things. Hashtag girl props. So I won't take full credit for all of that, because that's definitely not like a normal Miranda thing to do. Fast forward to this week. It's Evergreen Week at work for Regions Bank, whenever for their once a year employee appreciation week. We get 2 turned at my branch, and by 2 turned I mean we eat our weight in junk, basically. And so every day we had like donuts and chocolate chip cookie cake and Chick-fil-A breakfast, and tomorrow we're tailgating and doing like buffalo dip and pinwheels and just junk, and it's gonna taste great, but it's just not gonna be that nutritious. And a big thing that I wanted to do in this journey was to try not to guilt trip myself so much. It's something that I and other women who struggle with weight gain and dieting and diet culture and all that, it's a big thing is feeling guilty when you have something that doesn't fit into whatever your diet plan is. Or just like feeling guilty for giving in to your cravings. And that's a big thing with the food psych really stresses, is that you shouldn't feel guilty for, you know, having a dessert every once in a while, or even every day if you want it. Like, yes, definitely try to make healthy food choices, but if you listen to your body and do and pay attention to the things that your body needs, sometimes it's okay to have a brownie or something, you know, like, it's okay to give into those cravings. Sometimes maybe there's something in it that your body needs, or, you know, desires or whatever, and that's fine, as long as you're feeding your body and you're not just feeding, you know, unhealthy things about yourself, like eating for depression because you're depressed, or, you know, that kind of thing, as long as it's you're being healthy about your decisions, basically. So I'm trying, like, not to feel guilty about having all this sweet stuff, but honestly, I feel so gross at this point. Like, when I eat, like, heavy stuff like that, like, when I eat sweet stuff so much in, like, a small window of time, I just, like, my face starts breaking out, my skin feels, and, like, I just feel, like, heavy and, like, weighted down, you know. And so I was thinking, and so today, where the chocolate chip Bundt cake comes into this. Today, one of our area managers stopped by to wish us all a happy Evergreen Week, and she brought us this very delicious chocolate chip Bundt cake. We're talking chocolate cake with chocolate chips and possibly other chocolatey things in it. I mean, it was like super moist and just perfect, okay? And I started thinking, do I really want to marry this chocolate chip Bundt cake? 50 years from now, will this chocolate chip Bundt cake keep me warm at night? Sure, it looks good. It looks real good. It's very well put together. It tastes good. It smells heavenly. You know, on the inside, it's good. It's just, it gives me, you know, warm, fuzzy feelings, but only for a moment. And I feel like this is the part where I start to preach, okay? It's just for a moment, you know, like, yeah, it satisfies that craving for a moment. It tastes good. It feels good. You know, you lick the fork and say, oh my God, you know, for just a moment. But really, long term, that chocolate chip bundt cake has no nutrients. It's going to be terrible for you. You eat it every day for the next 50 years. You probably won't live for the next 50 years, okay? It doesn't give you nutrients that you need. It clogs your arteries. It probably will give you diabetes. Like, it's just not going to be healthy for you long term, no matter how good it may seem, no matter how good it may taste and make you feel for just a moment. It's not great for you long term. Don't marry the chocolate chip bundt cake. But on the other hand, there is broccoli. Okay, broccoli is nothing like chocolate chip bundt cake. It tastes nothing like chocolate chip bundt cake. Broccoli is bland. About the only thing broccoli has going for it is that it's a nice shade of green, and that's only if you like the color green or a color aficionado, whatever. Okay, so broccoli pretty much has to be put in a casserole, covered in cheese, or like seasoned really well, put soy sauce on it for it to taste good normally. But broccoli is healthy. Broccoli has nutrients. Broccoli is satisfactory. If you eat broccoli every day for the next 50 years, it's probably going to have a lot of healthy benefits for you. And you're probably going to not be as bitter towards it as you would be towards chocolate bundt cake for appearing so great and then destroying your life, okay? So basically, don't marry the chocolate bundt cake. Marry the broccoli, because the broccoli is going to be good for you long term. And who cares if it's a little dull or, you know, needs to be steamed a little to be delectable. Like, steam it. Take the time, steam it a little bit. Add some salt if that makes you feel better. Just marry the broccoli. I'm begging you. Just do it.